Guys, I'm filming this video because it's going to be my first official rant here ever. Since the 4th of July, there have been 3 sexuality education and vlogging channels that have been taken down. And mind you, they were way bigger than mine. And one of these channels belonged to a woman that was a fellow Udemy instructor. And they've all been simply shut down, told that they don't follow the guidelines, but not given, more details. What exactly am I breaking? Or which video is, in your opinion, breaking down the guidelines? So I decided to make this video because I might actually wake up one morning and realize that YouTube might take me down because I may allegedly not follow their guidelines. Anybody that works in this field will have read those guidelines, will have watched that 1 minute 43-second video over and over again to make sure that they don't break the guidelines. And today, before making this video, I reached out to YouTube via the support chat and I told them, look, this is my channel. I have this concern that it might be taken down, and although it's not that big, I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers, it's still part of my work. So I am genuinely worried of what might happen to me. And I would like to know where my standing is with YouTube, if I am in the risk of being shut down, and if there's anything that I can proactively do to not be shut down. The woman, Emily, from the staff, the support staff, she did not know what else to say but encouraged me to read the guidelines again and again. And I said, okay, I've read them like a lot of times. I did, and I try to speak about sexuality in a very respectful and polite tone, but I can't censor myself. I mean, we're gonna mention erotic, orgasm, penis, vulva, vagina, anus, erection, ejaculation, female ejaculation, and many other things. I mean, we're not being vulgar here. Most of these terms are actually medical terms. Students at medicine learn them in the books. They're written. I mean, what else are you going to do? Are we not going to say anything because we're afraid somebody might be offended? Is that how we're going to live, So anyway, a rant. I told you this is going to be a rant. So Emily told me the only thing else I can advise you is send feedback to YouTube to let them know of your concerns and let them know how you feel that you're respecting the guidelines, and have them tell you in advance if they're going to take you down, if there's anything that you can do. So yeah, I'll take another day for this because I want to sit down and explain with medical books in my hand and everything. But it is saddening. I mean, these are mainstream platforms. Udemy is also a mainstream platform. 300 million users, students, that's a mainstream platform. It's not your average, I don't know. I don't even know what average platforms are nowadays because all of them have masses of people. And when you're being censored, shut down, and not even given a chance, okay, here's what you can do to improve or change this, you're simply being shut down. That feels awful. And I can't see how this is moving forward the discussion. I mean, sexuality is part of our lives, it's part of what we are forever. That's how we got here. And it's also natural instinct. It's why we live, most of us. I'm sorry to say, but the main drivers in our lives are the material and the emotional, sexual, affectionate relationships. These are the 2 main pillars in most of our lives. Yeah, we should have a 3rd pillar like spirituality and growth and advancement. And mind you, many people that study either for the material, the progress in their lives, society, impacting through their businesses and NGOs and all that stuff, they do take it as a personal development endeavor, so as a growth endeavor. And whoever dedicates themselves to relationships, love, dating, improving themselves in their families and so on, yeah, they're gonna have that approach as well. However, these are the main drivers, and material and love relationships. So we're gonna have to be able to speak about these things. And another thing that really I find extremely troublesome, and I really want to bring this, at least in my small community, I want to bring this to your awareness. Most channels on sexuality, education, and vlogging tackle pretty much the same topics. There aren't that many things that come up new and people start to talk about them. The only difference is that somebody may speak in a better tone or has a better English accent or speaks in their native language, or somebody just in marketing-wise, personality-wise, they might be more appealing or charismatic, or some people might be more beautiful than others. But the topics and the issues presented are pretty much the same. And it's gotten to the point where you're not finding necessarily new information, you're relating to the people behind those channels, their work, their approach, and you're improving and growing because you relate and related to the way they're presenting things. That's really it. And that being said, there are many channels out there that aren't being taken down, but the topics are the same. Channels with almost 400,000 users. Channels with videos that have millions of views. So the 3 channels that I know, were one of them was 250,000 users, another one about 50,000, and the third one somewhere around 22,000. Way larger than mine. All respects to everybody out there. I'm sure that was hard work, but compared to other channels out there, probably similar. Why are some channels being taken down while others left to exist when the topics are the same? So that's something that really, you know, it rattles you up. It rattled me up. I mean, here I am ranting. One other thing that I would like to point out, yes, there are a lot of low quality materials, videos, very superficial presentations, all these women that show a lot of their bodies. Like, you see that on Instagram, you see that everywhere. There are channels that are, you know, pornography related, and they also have social media accounts. Those aren't being taken down. Why the heck? You know, you gotta have some critical thinking here, and some, I don't even know, discrimination, because discrimination is being done, but we're not pretty sure yet what is the criteria upon which they are discriminating, which channels to take down and which channels to leave to function. So I'm definitely I'm saying my piece here. And the intention is that you become aware of this, and even if you are almost 4,000 people here, trust me, in my country, I've built social movements with way less than what you guys are here. I mean, if you're built to do stuff, to mobilize people towards a goal, you can do it even with a small group of people. I've had this in environmental protection in my country. I didn't start in sexuality that way, but if things get shitty enough, I might just do that. I'm not yet pissed off enough to do that. I'm just trying right now to bring awareness to you and say that even if my numbers don't look so big, you do not believe how many things we can do even in small groups. I am aware of this. And the second thing is that I want to invite you, if you really resonate with my work, then please check out my site. You have still a few days, if this is going to be released before July 31st, you still have a few days to get my Udemy classes, and Udemy will keep their pledge to allow you to have access to those for life. I happen to believe that the information and the knowledge shared there is useful, and it's also super accessible. All my respects for Udemy for allowing that for people. Anybody that wants to get trained, they will know that the costs are way higher. That's why it's so saddening to see that they're shutting down this. And third, I will also try to reach out, as I said in the beginning, to Udemy, YouTube. Right now, they just seem like one. I mean, it's happening at the same time. Udemy is retiring their instructors. YouTube is shutting down their creators. So this is like, it cannot be just a coincidence. So I'm gonna reach out to YouTube, not just about my channel, but also about these 3 channels. I'm gonna put the names of them because they can't be linked anymore, they don't exist, but their names, I'm just gonna put them there. I think you're gonna find most of them on Instagram still. I pray that they still be there. I pray that we're not gonna be completely wiped out, from mainstream platforms, because I don't believe that communication can move forward. Now, if you have it in you to also reach out to YouTube and to tell them, look, there are some channels that we follow, we appreciate them, please put them back on. I've seen this possible on Instagram. There's an account from another sexuality coach. She has about 100,000 followers. In the last year, she was taken down three times. I kid you not, I was following the account. She reached out to Instagram, but her following did as well. The people that were there because they believed in her and in her work, they also reached out to Instagram. And when people get activated and say, look, this is valuable to us, this means something to us, here's what it does for us, they can't. It's social media, it's for the people. If the people write and say this person is of value, their work, their information is of value, they can't shut it down. And they put that account back on 3 times. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's Kim Anami. She's also in the channel recommendations on my YouTube channel. And yeah, she's growing still. People are recommending, so her following is sharing her stuff on their profiles and so on. They are actively supporting her because she's been doing this for a long time. Her stuff is amazing to many people. And yeah, no matter what Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anybody says, if they're following the people, are writing to them and saying, we believe in this channel, this instructor, this community, whatever, they're gonna put it back on. Even if my channel is small, that doesn't mean I'm always going to be like that, with a small channel. And that doesn't mean that the work that I put here isn't useful. Okay, some of you might not like my face always, or the way I talk. Some of you might unsubscribe just for seeing me ranting here. Okay, fine, I get it. That's totally up to you, and I encourage you to always respect your boundaries and follow your heart and where you're vibrating more. But please remember, wherever you go, if that instructor, person, coach, therapist, whoever they are, if they get taken down because somebody feels that their work isn't worthy, please stand up. For them, for me, for anybody, stand up for them. Speak up. Don't let them be taken down. I mean, how else are we going to share constructive knowledge and information? How else are we going to grow? So that's it. I have no idea how long I just spoke. I didn't rehearse it. I didn't have a script. I just said my piece. So I'll see you in different videos. It'll take a few days, I guess, for me to cool off, and also finish with my filming for the Sex Dojo for Women, because I am truly building that online platform of mine. If there's one thing that I know for sure, nobody's gonna take that one down, like over my dead body. Yeah, super pissed off. So, see you in the next videos, and I hope that this time, I want to wish you the courage and the guy balls or the lady balls to stand up for people that help you grow in your intimate life. Whether yours truly or somebody else, please stand up.